We have Vladimir Lamm from Lamm Industries. Is it Dr. Lamm or?
Just Vladimir Lamm.
Okay, Vladimir. Vlad, would you tell us a little bit about your company and when it was formed and where it was formed and what were your first products?
My company was formed in September of 1993. The first product that we introduced was now it's relatively famous model of hybrid amplifier M1.1. And in a year we introduced our first preamp L1, and this is how we started.
Are you originally from Russia?
Yeah, originally I'm from Russia. I came to the United States in February of 1988.
Did you have a hi-fi company in Russia?
At that time, everything belonged to the government. It was, I left Russia before the end of communist era. I was, many years, I worked for Russian military industry, and then I started working for another company, it's also government company, as a chief designer of, it was big company, chief designer, and we designed audio equipment for consumer and professional use.
What range of products do you manufacture now? I mean, a range of amplifiers, or?
Now we manufacture 7 models of power amps, 2 models of preamps, and 1 phono stage. Oh, sorry, not 7. 4 models of power amps. Totally 7 models. 4 models of power amps, 2 preamps, and 1 phono stage.
Do all of the power amplifiers use your design of having a tube input stage and solid state output stage?
We have actually 2 lines of the equipment. One is hybrid line that utilizes solid state output stages and hybrid front end, transistors and tubes. And the second line, it's pure tube electronics.
Do you find that there's a big difference in the sound of the tubes that you use for input stages? I know there's a lot of discussion of this on the internet. Is it the 12AX7? This one sounds different from that one, and do you find that's the case?
No, usually what I do, I create certain topologies that, from my point of view, using this topology, I can optimize the sound to make it as neutral as I can do, and without adding this type of the sound that we call analytical stereo sound. I mean, to save the soul of the sound, you know. Therefore, for me, it's relatively useless to discuss all these nuances. Of course, in each topology, I mean, if you use the particular 12AX7, for example, in that or this amplifier, of course it will sound differently. Everything should be optimized. It's not, you cannot take it from the contents. You have to do things, it's like the design, this is the complex process, you know. You cannot extract something from this and to start analyzing. You have to do things, everything should be done properly.
When you lived in Russia, was there a lot of feelings about high-end audio like we have over here?
Okay, let me tell you. At that time, Russia was, you know, it was a big concentration camp with closed borders, you know. Only domestic equipment was available, you know. And there were no access, no possibility to buy the real stuff, from the equipment that was produced in civilized countries. But there were a lot of methods how to get this equipment, It's through diplomats, black market, whatever you imagine. Now you see, because of the TV, after that war in Iraq, what's going on. It's the same garbage in each communist country, in each dictatorship, And it was possible, of course, to get anything. And when I became the chief designer of that company, audio company, I got the access to anything that I wanted. I could order anything to analyze. They wanted me to copy all these things, but I had my own ideas. I designed a lot of stuff for that company. All these designs were original designs done by me. And at the same time, I started thinking about the audio and all these things. It's more serious, and I developed my methods that I'm using, how to design the audio equipment, what I say properly. This is my definition, and this is what I'm doing. And the rest, you can see, you can hear my equipment. And
the Russian tubes are very, very popular over here. Do you use them at all in equipment?
Actually, I was an inventor of using that large 6C33C in audio equipment. Originally, this tube was developed to be used as a regulator, a serious tube in voltage regulators. But somewhere in 1972, I tried, maybe in 1971 or 72, I don't remember. I designed my first prototype using this tube. It was OTL amplifier, and I got very serious results. 72, it's
a while ago.
It's 24 years ago. But then I analyzed this prototype, I did a lot of measurements, listening, and I switched back to more traditional circuitries. It's like push-pull, if we are talking about push-pull, or single-ended. And I use these tubes quite successfully. These are very good tubes. And the Russian industry still manufactures a lot of tubes.
Well, I really appreciate having you come by today, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.